to the premiere episode of Nu Vision News. I'm your host, Kimberly A. Guest, and what we would like to do with this show is provide a platform for my organization, Nu Vizion Foundation for Life, as well as other organizations and small businesses in the community, allowing them to share their story. This episode, we will be highlighting Mecca Fest 2016 and the Friends Committee Empowerment Day Fair in Southeast Raleigh, summer of 2016. Women of Purpose and Destiny and Nu Vizion Foundation for Life partnered together to organize a fundraiser called Walk a Mile in My Shoes. Dr. Suter and I are currently working with ladies that are incarcerated, and we'd like to help them with their transitional needs, such as clothing, personal hygiene items, as well as transportation. Now, we'd also like to be able to provide transitional housing for the ladies when they come home from prison. And here are a few highlights from Mecca Fest 2016.
For Life, Nu Vizion Foundation for Life, and Women of Purpose and Destiny are doing a shoe rally. It's called Walk a Mile in My Shoes. These are shoes that are new to gently worn that have been donated to us to raise funds, and these funds will help Women of Purpose and Destiny to be distributed to the ladies that are incarcerated and to those who have already been released, so that we can help them out. And we have name brands in there, some Nine West, Michael Kors. The most expensive shoe in there is $25. We go down to 20, we go down to 15, and we go down to 10. We even got some for 5. And then we got a few for free. We have vendors in the back, and I'm going to give them an opportunity to come out here and share with you what they have in the back. We've got some awesome vendors back there, and we want you to be able to go back there and patronize them as well. We're going to
works with a transitional home for ladies who have just come home from being incarcerated. And what we do is we help them with housing, we help them with clothing, education, we help them with all kinds of things. Just about everything you could think of that you would need to come home, because most of the young ladies that we deal with in the transitional home don't have anywhere else to go. I couldn't understand why I had to walk in those places. Not only sympathize or empathize with them, I get it. I understand the walk that they have to go through. And so I find that helps a little bit more. That's like a hairdresser with her hair on top of her head, and she said she's gonna do your hair. That ain't gonna work out. You ain't taking care of yours, so you gonna walk in with mine. So I understand now why God is having me walk through those places.
Well, the state says that I have a felony. That's what the state says. That's not what I say, and that's definitely not what he says. And so. And by the way, I just the part of the story that I probably need to tell you also is that I now work for the General Assembly. Wow. Isn't that hilarious? The very place where they make the law, I now work there. That is only God. As smart as I think I am, and I know I am, I'm not that good. How can I help? What can I do? We're so afraid somebody's going to ask us to do something. And how do we ask God for these great and wondrous things, and we're not willing to give them ourselves? It could mean something as simple as writing someone. A stamp is what, 47 cents? Well, we spend that. We throw that in the car, and we can find 47 cents in the bottom of the floor of the car. Whether it's a male facility or a female facility. Because one of the things I can tell you, the male facilities, they have a lot of support, but the female facilities do not. Be willing to help, be willing to assist, be willing to stand out on God's word. But you know, God talks about that in the Bible. You were in prison, or I was in prison, you didn't visit me. Visit doesn't always have to be a physical visit. I know how it made me feel when I received a letter from somebody who, I was like, oh my gosh, she was thinking about me. We already, when we're in, already getting told how we're nothing. But see, most of us know we are more than nothing. But everybody doesn't know that. And so that's why I'm saying the more support that we can give to each other, a letter, a card, a book, just something. I just want you all to open yourselves up to the possibility of wanting to do something. Yes, ma'am.
We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
We are so excited to be doing this conference, Elevate Your Brand. Walking up to the nest right now. This is where it's all going to go down. This is where the magic is going to happen. It's just going to be an awesome event. 414 Fayetteville Street, Co-op Working Station. You already have that energy of just business and just collaboration. Like it's already in here. Let's bring some more. Let's get it. All right.
Hi, my name is Sylvia Inks, and I'm the founder of SMI Financial Coaching. I want to help you elevate your brand. Many entrepreneurs are great at what they do, but they are not so good with the numbers. As a small business finance coach and best-selling author of the book, Small Business Finance for the Busy Entrepreneur, I help small business owners just like you learn the fundamentals to building a solid, profitable business. If you are overwhelmed, financially stressed, and not sure how you're going to stay in business, I'm going to share with you the secrets to financial success. Please come out on February 4th to Elevate Your Brand Conference. I make it my business to help you believe in your business by becoming and remaining profitable.
If you're interested in attending our conference on February 4th, 2017 at the Nest, we have an awesome special going on for you if you register today.
The first 50 people to register will be entered into a raffle to receive a 2-hour photo shoot with image consulting services from myself.
And your photography services will be provided by JHG Photography. The package is valued at over $300, so please don't miss out on this opportunity. You can register online at bluelampconsultinggroup.com.
We are equipping entrepreneurs for success, small business owners, and really anyone who just wants to get better results out of their lives. We realize that in order to get better results, you have to get better thinking. And with that, it takes a couple of things: better information and better association. So tonight, Triangle Entrepreneurial Leadership presents Equipping You for Success. Again, helping you get better results in your lives, particularly in the areas of finances, in your personal lives, getting rid of those self-limiting beliefs, and then so professionally, how can you also help to lead others? So be a part of the group. It's going to be an amazing journey. We're building a community of educated and empowered individuals who love, support, and encourage one another on purpose.
Cha-cha. And see, for my babies. Let's go. Had a dream just the other day. Life moving fast, seem to fade away. Seems so many doing bad, y'all. Prayer time's all we have, y'all. It's on my way to the corner store. Got what I was even going for. It's getting followed by the police. Running.
You are watching Nu Vizion News, your small business, nonprofit information source.
Everyone here, my name is Sandy Velez, and I am Latina. And so the first thing I'm going to say is, love you, Sister Rita, is our Spanish-speaking population. Man, they are even like further down the barrel here. And it's really sad. And one of the things that, the suffering is incredible. And NCCIW, the women's prison, this is what was in my heart, and I was so grateful that I was able to tend to the youth and the women. And I have had the privilege to really be a witness to God's presence in lives and see the transformation and see the healing of families and the restoration. I'm thankful to God for that. We need to pray for our youth, our children, as always are being attacked. My heart aches because of the lack of funds, because of so many, it's such a broken system. We know that all kinds of terrible things happen. I'm thankful for everyone that is here, that has a heart for prison ministry. Just because not everybody's comfortable in a prison, and that's okay. There is a letter. There is abilities to support another organization, to send in a Bible, to send in a book. Even when crying, there are some things that you just can't see until your vision has been cleared with tears. But man, when you get to see clearly like that, then you know your purpose. And that's the joy and the peace that, for me, I have found in prison ministry. Thank you.
As I said earlier, this is something that's very dear to my heart and a burden on my heart. I was blessed to be able to go into the prison. I went in as a speaker. I was invited to speak at one event. I guess they were blessed and they called me back a second time. I went to speak at another event. And while I was there, one of the ladies said to me, she said, "Have you ever thought about being a sponsor?" I said, "No, I haven't." She said, "We would love to have you come in as a sponsor." And immediately I got the application completed. They did a background check on me. Thank God I cleared. And I began to go into the prison. I began to just work with the ladies and just be there. And that's 4 years ago today. So the lady that I was actually working with, she retired, and they asked me to fulfill that position. So every Tuesday evening from 6 to 8:30, I'm at the prison facilitating a program called JAGS.
Yes.
Jobs Accountability Group Support System.
Yes.
Some of my ladies are here today, and it's one thing when you don't know about a thing. Because we can do some talking when we don't know what we're talking about. But after getting in there and being able to work with these ladies and talk, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't even know what their crime is. That's how much I'm not even interested in why they are in there. I'm in there to help them to go. My motto is to walk with every woman who was broken in spirit, hand in hand, back to a place of wholeness. Holistic. We can't be so heavenly that we're no earthly good. So we've got to be able to give a little bit of both. But every time, and before I even went into the prison system, my thinking, and I'm sure I was not the only one, because some people might even be thinking this way now, if they did the crime, then they need to do the time. That just because people are in prison, that don't mean they are bad people. You know, they say I'm one of the ones. Well, I'm not one of the ones. But I had somebody close to me, my child, in prison. And that thing, you may as well say I was in prison when he was in prison. That thing almost killed me, so I thought. But I did not realize that I was being set up for where I am today. I call Sister Sandy my Spanish-speaking sister. I thank God for her, because we have some good times together. She invited me to come to speak at the men's prison in Butner. Just praising God and just the tears and stuff that flows. It just did something to me, y'all. It did something to me. And the chaplain said to me when we were leaving, he said, "You know what?" He said, "I sensed that those men were sitting there listening to you as if you were their mother, giving them instructions." And that's just the way it was when he said it to me. I said, I didn't think of it like that. And my message that day was, where do you go from here?
We will be right back after a word from our sponsor.
We are so excited to be doing this conference, Elevate Your Brand. Walking up to the nest right now. This is where it's all going to go down. This is where the magic is going to happen. It's just going to be an awesome event. 414 Fayetteville Street, Co-op Working Station. You already have that energy of just business and just collaboration. Like it's already in here. Let's bring some more. Let's get it. All right.
Hi, my name is Tim Rosenberg, and I'm the founder of Quiller, a branding agency here in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I want to help you elevate your brand. Quiller is a branding agency that helps brands just like you tell your story on the web. Since the dawn of time, we've always told stories. It's wired in our DNA, it's what drives the human race, and it's what inspires us. Today, we tell brands through stories. Does your brand have a story to tell? Meet me on the 4th of February at the Nest at the Elevate Your Brand Conference. I hope to see you there.
If you're interested in attending our conference on February the 4th, 2017 at the Nest, we have an awesome special going on for you if you register today.
The first 50 people to register will be entered into a raffle to receive a 2-hour photo shoot with image consulting services from myself.
And your photography services will be provided by JHG Photography. The package is valued at over $300, so please don't miss out on this opportunity. You can register online at bluelampconsultinggroup.com.
Truly excited about the relationship with Triangle Entrepreneurial Leadership. Ryan is a dear friend, and we tend to follow the same path as far as association, the belief in like-minded associations and helping others and supporting others. And so I'm super excited for this venture, coming up on a year here, and so Visionary Networking Circle has given this mission complete support. We've been going strong for 2 years, and we just celebrated our 2-year anniversary, and we do have some great plans, and all of those plans will include everyone here. It will include Triangle Entrepreneurial Leadership, and I look forward to seeing each and every one of you. The Visionary Networking Circle meets every 4th Wednesday of the month. So every 4th Wednesday at 6:30 we meet, and we come together and we support each other, and we encourage and recognize each other's strengths as well as weaknesses. We want to support getting each other to the next level. And so a part of that will be our relationship with Triangle Entrepreneurial Leadership as far as business development opportunities for our members. So thank you for this opportunity to speak.
Hi, my name is Al Howard, and I want to help you elevate your brand. I am the CEO of Good Steward Apparel and Blue Lamp Consulting Group. I have gathered a team of some of the best and most sought after small business consultants. Our conference is called Elevate Your Brand, which stands for Beliefs, Reputation, Attributes, Network, and Desire. If you care about your brand like I do, meet me Saturday, February 4th at the Nest, 8:45 to 1 p.m., downtown Raleigh. I'll see you there.
You are watching Nu Vizion News, your small business, nonprofit information source.
You all are asking questions, how can we get involved? You know, it's easy to get involved, and I can tell you for the Wake County area, you know, there is a form that you have to complete, and that they will do a background check on you. And some people, you know, even if you got something on your record, that doesn't mean that you cannot, you know, be able to come into the prison and sponsor. Lord bless me that I was able to put together some type of proposal that was accepted. And one of the things that we do in our JAG session is we have a book club. And we're reading a book called Me, Myself, and Lies. And this is by Jennifer Roth. I needed something like 19 books. And those books were like $16 a piece. I did not have the money. I said, Lord, how can I get the money for these? And said, write the author. I wrote the author of the book and told her that the book had been accepted, because everything has to be approved in the prison. It was approved, and I told her that. And she says, well, contact my publisher and let them know. I contacted the publisher, and the publisher sent me all the books free of charge. No tips. There are things that we desire to do with the ladies and for the ladies, you know, and we're, you know, we don't have the fun, but we go into our pockets and make sure that we do what we can do. We are doing a fundraiser called Walk a Mile in My Shoes fundraiser. And this fundraiser is for the benefit of helping women of purpose and destiny to be able to distribute funds, supplies. We have ladies that are incarcerated that have needs that we want to be able to help them. And then I work with those that were my mentee while they were incarcerated. Now they're released, and now they're having needs as well. And they're trying to get jobs and these bus passes. I mean, these women are, they're out there hitting the pavement. But the shoe store that we have in the back are new to gently worn shoes that were donated. The most expensive shoe in the store going to be $25 down to $5. And we are taking this money and we're trying to help, help in whatever way that we can. I thank you for allowing us to come before you with this information. And please, if you want to sign up to come into the prison to be a mentor, or if you want to do some kind of sponsoring, please let us know. It's a lot of people in here. It's a good crowd up in here. And we don't want you just to hear and then walk back out the door. They are so thrilled when we take them to the second-hand store to get clothes. But yet and still, we wouldn't give it a second thought to go into a second-hand store. Some of us wouldn't anyway. Would they say one man's trash is another man's treasure? But these ladies are so appreciative of everything that is done for them. It makes you want to do. But like I said, unless you are, in there to see or have a heart and a desire to do it, you just would not understand. But I'm asking you tonight, please see somebody, sign up in the hall up there. There's a clipboard out there with some paper. Put your name and contact information and put beside a prison ministry. That way we'll know how to get back in touch with you, give you some information or whatever, it will take for us to get this thing going.
We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
We are so excited to be doing this conference, Elevate Your Brand. Walking up to the nest right now. This is where it's all going to go down. This is where the magic is going to happen. It's just going to be an awesome event. 414 Fayetteville Street. Co-op working station. You already have that energy of just business and just collaboration. Like it's already in here. Let's bring some more. Let's get it. All right.
Hi, my name is Jermaine J. Freeman, and I'm the owner of Brandtastic Consulting and Freeman Multimedia, and I want to help you elevate your brand. Listen, are you in a situation where you've come to a stumbling block and you're an entrepreneur, you're a small business owner, or even an aspiring business owner, and you don't know where to go, you don't know where to turn to, you don't know how to do online marketing, you have a simple idea that you want to kick off. What I want you to do is I want you to come and attend the Elevate Your Brand Conference February 4th, so you can learn what to do about your business. We're going to help you expand your reach and grow your revenue through the power of social media branding. We're going to help you with online marketing. The reality is, Branding must first become who you are before it can become who you pursue. So I want you to join us on February 4th at the Elevate Your Brand Conference.
If you're interested in attending our conference on February the 4th, 2017 at the Nest, we have an awesome special going on for you if you register today.
The first 50 people to register will be entered into a raffle to receive a 2-hour photo shoot with image consulting services from myself.
And your photography services will be provided by JHG Photography. The package is valued at over $300, so please don't miss out on this opportunity. You can register online at bluelampconsultinggroup.com.
This is DG McGee of DG McGee Motivates. I'm just concerned. What is this that I am hearing about fear? What is this I'm hearing about being stuck? What can I do to get unstuck? You want to be safe and convenient? Do you want to do what other people do? That means you're okay with being average because you don't want to take a risk. I want to make my mark. And safe and convenient people don't leave marks. We need to ensure that we are always watching our children because they're watching us. What are we showing them? What legacy are we leaving our children? If you can't write down 5 names of people right now that are on the same page that you on, then you need a new set of friends. But those that are successful are the ones that sleep well at night because they are maximizing every second, every moment of the day. This is DG McGee of DG McGee Motivates. Thank you so much for watching.
The Friends Committee is an organization that does a lot of work in the Southeast Raleigh community. Over the summer of 2016, they held an Empowerment Day fair. Here's the report from John Guess.
On July 30th, 2016, the Friends Committee hosted its first annual Southeast Community Empowerment Day at Chavis Park. This was a day for networking, knowledge gathering, and fun. The mission was to connect the community of Southeast Raleigh with vendors and organizations that offer a service that can help in areas of housing, community, sustainability, food access, health and wellness, civic engagement, entrepreneurial support, development, and transportation. I spoke with Dr. Alan Mask about health, history, and the importance of knowing both in our community.
And I'm really blessed. I have my doctor here, Dr. Alan Mask, and we want Dr. Mask to say something to the crowd.
Good morning, everybody. First of all, I want to acknowledge Chavis Park. I did a little reading to find out that John Chavis was a slave. He was a free black slave who many, many years ago was actually a scholar. He attended the College of New Jersey, which eventually became Princeton University. He was an expert in the classics and in Latin and in Greek, and he'd be mighty proud to see the work that continues here today. From originally Hamlet, North Carolina. I practice medicine here in Raleigh at the Raleigh Regional Care Center. We're celebrating our 31st year here. I'm also the medical reporter, morning medical reporter for WLAL Television in Raleigh. And we've had a great run here. It's been a very uplifting experience, and we're happier than ever to have chosen Southeast Raleigh as a place to set sail. Well, you know, Southeast Raleigh is a beautiful community. It's full of kindness, truth, and honesty and respect. And many of my patients come from this area. So when Johnny Blaylock and Clarence Green approached me about being a part of it, of course, I certainly wanted to be a part of it. I'm just happy to be here. Today we've been answering health questions. We've been taking patients with blood pressure. I've had a chance to share a few words, mainly talking about what a great African-American medical community is. Been known as what I call the city of African-American medicine. Right here within our own shadows, we have Shaw University, established in 1865, which was the first 4-year medical school in this country. Not the first white school, not the first black school, but the Leonard Medical School was the first 4-year medical school, period, in this area. Also, we have St. Augustine's University, established in 1867, the home of St. Agnes Hospital. But St. Agnes was the best hospital for African Americans from Washington, D.C. down to New Orleans, Louisiana. So we have that right here in the city of Raleigh. Dr. David Satcher, who is the former U.S. Surgeon General, the former head of the Center for Disease Control, the former dean of Meharry Medical School, an African American, offered 5 brief suggestions about what we can do to improve our health. It's something that I never forgot. Number 1, he says we should eat 5 servings of fresh fruits and vegetables every day. And we need to exercise about 30 minutes at a time, 5 days a week. Then we have to avoid toxins like tobacco, which is our number 1 nemesis, and alcohol, which is responsible for 55% of all hospitalizations, directly and indirectly. We've got to practice safe sex, and we've also got to deal with the issue of stress. We've got to practice some stress-reducing modality every day, whether it's yoga, transcendental meditation, or exercise. And so those are the words that I have today.
You are watching Nu Vizion News, your small business, nonprofit information source.
This is the conclusion of the inaugural episode of Nu Vizion News. I hope you enjoyed our show and understand our vision with this platform. If you are interested in becoming a sponsor, looking for ad space or airtime, please contact Nu Vizion Foundation for Life or JHG Photography. Again, my name is Kimberly Guest, and I thank you for watching our show. See you soon.